episode of Highlife Fantasy Fanduel podcast. We're gonna
Yeah,
jump right
yeah.
into this. Austin here is gonna be live because we got some bad weather up here in the Midwest going on, or it's about to start going on. So we're gonna do
Yeah,
this over
Perry's
the
very
air,
soon.
and we'll get started here in just a moment, getting everything pulled up.
Yes. Yes. Crazy shit's happening.
We're gonna start winding down our segment with fantasy, just so you guys all know. We're not gonna be talking about fantasy anymore. It's all done. If you're in the Super Bowl, congratulations. May the best man win. Because at this point,
If you're not,
yeah.
we will take your $100 entry fee next year. It's greatly appreciated.
But yeah, I think we're gonna end our segment on the fantasy stuff because it's really at its pinnacle. It's done. There's really no more talk that needs to be done with fantasy. We're gonna jump more and focus on just the gambling aspects from here on until the Super Bowl. So the fantasy stuff we're starting to fire down. We're gonna jump right into making some money.
Yeah, and potentially for the rest of the year, replacing fantasy talks just with good weekly matchups that we're about to witness or etc.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get
Fill that
started.
gap.
Let's get started with
Start
our
it
first
off.
parlay line. Um, I'll go ahead and pull it up. This is my teaser. I'm not gonna call this a good line, but this is my teaser for the week. If you want to drop a $5 to make $5,400, you're more than welcome to try to ride this line with me. It's if you do, put your bootstraps on, because like I said, something you're gonna lose by one somewhere, guarantee it. Um,
You starting with football?
yeah. Well, yeah, this is all football actually, mostly.
Okay,
This is
okay.
mostly all football. So for this line, this is a little bit of soccer and football, but mainly football. Um, for this line, we got Bucky Ivory getting a touchdown in the Tampa Bay Miami game. We got Devon Achane rushing for 50 yards, rushing or receiving. We got Bucky Ivory also doing 40 yards, rushing or
Go a little
receiving.
slower. I'm gonna mimic these.
Very good. We got
Well, you said rushing and receiving for 50.
well,
All
you can
right.
you can always replay this too, Austin. We got Bucky Ivory
Yeah,
getting a
true.
touchdown. We got Devon Achane getting 50 yards rushing or receiving in the air. We got Bucky Ivory getting 40 yards rushing or receiving in the air. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks winning. So yeah, that part's a little risky. If you want to keep Tampa Bay Buck lines, their money line off, be my guest. But I'm trying to make some money, so I added them on there. If you want the rest of those lines, though, I think it's a sexy, enticing line. I think Bucky definitely slams one in. Sean Tucker got one last week, just so you guys know. I would say Sean
Which
Tucker.
who's Sean Tucker, dude?
Sean, exactly. Sean Tucker is like the third back. That's what FanDuel uses to finger your butthole when you're watching the game, and you had a bet for Mr. Bucky here. But Bucky, it's his day. Tampa's got
Clearly.
Tampa's got their backs against the wall. This is why I'm okay with totally riding Bucky. I think Bucky's their most beneficial offensive player on that team next to Evans. So you put Bucky and Evans on the field and you maximize their
You think Godwin
productivity.
just got kind of
He's hurt.
Godwin after that injury,
He's
just kind
hurt.
of got scared,
Nope,
or do you think he's still hurt?
he's hurt, dude. He's still hurt,
Okay.
undisclosed injury.
Okay.
So I think Godwin's a distraction. I don't think he does much.
Yep.
He'll catch
I
the ball
respect
here and
that.
there. The game's gonna be led by Bucky, I feel like, and then Devon Achane's gonna give him a dose of like, you're not gonna win this game. So that's why I have Devon side.
Now,
Hold on,
now
I'm gonna keep
Miami
moving
had
really
that
quick.
crazy win
I
last
know.
week,
That's
dude.
what. That's
You
what.
still
Did you not hear what
okay?
I said?
Okay.
I said don't put the money line for the Bucks if you're not feeling it. That's the only thing that I am feeling. I feel the Bucks. The reason I told you I took it,
Okay.
Bucks have their backs against the wall. They have to win today. If they lose today and Carolina for some ungodly reason wins against the Seahawks, and it could, the Bucks would be eliminated.
Even
So
okay. So what happens if the Bucks win and Panthers win? Is it
that's
still same
oh yeah,
situation?
Dude, that makes for a Week 18 showdown. They play one another, and that's for
Mhm.
the division. Whoever wins
Oh
the
yeah, that's
division.
script, dude.
It's
That is
it's
written in
yeah,
script.
it's in your mouth too at that point. So so it doesn't matter. Tampa
I'm gonna write it.
wins. If Tampa wins today, and this is why I took the line. If Tampa wins today, they control their own destiny.
Okay,
That's
okay, that is huge.
the
That is
Panthers. The
huge.
Panthers
And
are
they're
in
playing
first.
literally in the same state too,
Yes,
just a different city.
The Panthers are currently in first, so that's not a lie. They're in first, but like I told you, the Panthers not only have to win today. The Panthers could clinch today if they win, and the Bucks lose. But the Panthers not only have to win today against the
Crazy.
Seahawks, but they have to go in next week and win again to make the playoffs because they do not control their destiny. They play the Bucks.
Okay.
So yeah, crazy shit
That's
going
gonna be
down.
interesting.
That's why I have the Tampa game kind of as like the I have that as the hottest line for this week. Tampa's money line is probably the most enticing line for the game this week if you're looking for a money line. Um, the next game I have, and this is more just for manipulation voodoo, you can same thing with the last one. You can take the money line off if you don't like it. I took the Seattle Seahawks because I really fucking hate the Seattle Seahawks, and I hope they take a big old dick today from the Carolina Panthers. I would shit myself all the way down to the candy store laughing. Um, the Rams lost to the Panthers, so I can't really laugh too hard, but that's
Oh, that is
exact.
true,
I know
dude.
that's
So like it's
exactly
possible.
why.
Panthers
I
are
know,
good enough to
I know,
beat good
dude. And
teams.
you heard me,
That's the
Austin.
bad
You heard
thing.
me. Remember what
I
happens today?
know.
If the
I know.
Panthers win today, what? The Panthers win today, what?
If if the Panthers win today, I forgot, dude.
They clinch. They
Oh yeah, they
clinch.
clinch,
So
obviously.
they're
That
playing
was
for
out.
some. They're playing for something too. They don't. If they win today, they don't have to deal with the Bucks next week. They can throw the game.
Now, even if they lose today and they win next week, they still get in, correct?
Yes,
Because
if they lose
whoever,
today,
because
it's
the
whoever
Bucks win,
wins.
yeah, okay,
Yes, Bucks will be in
gotcha,
first, but
gotcha.
it's a
That's
false
gonna be the
profit.
game of the week next week.
First place for
If
the
Bucks win
South
this week,
is a
that's
false
crazy.
profit. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're in first. That last game's the only thing that matters. As long as no one drops the salad today, that game is already written in stone. It's probably a 70% chance gonna happen for a title match.
Hell yeah.
So that will be a fun
Oh
one.
man, that'll be a good game.
So the
Okay.
next one I got here is going on to another game. We're going to the. I already started talking about it, actually the Seattle Seahawks. I took their money line just to give them any fucking meltdown possible today because I know that's how that shit works. And then for the touchdown side of stuff, we're gonna go with a Rico Dowdle touchdown. I said that funny. Rico Dowdle touchdown. Reason being, we've been riding this little
Well, we
black.
put the house on
Yeah,
him.
we've been literally riding this black muchacho for the past couple of weeks now. Muchacho's got to cash us out. I'm gonna add. He's a plus 190 line right now. That's also what tickles me a little bit. Cause I'm like, if Carolina does get any momentum at all, it's gonna be fucking Rico. Um,
And he's a low key baller, dude, that came out of nowheres last year. Like
yep.
he made his career happen last year.
So
But
we got
anyway, yeah,
Rico
go ahead.
Dowdle getting the touchdown because of the incentives. Obviously, we have him getting $250,000 if he shoves one in today. Um,
Is that his only incentive, or is
that
there yard
no,
based
he
too?
has oh yeah, he has yard base too. He's 120 yards off. So super like lick your lips to Rico Dowdle, dude. Like he should do something. I have Rico Dowdle also going for 40 yards rushing and receiving today. Just to answer your question, I've got
Nice.
Jackson Smith Najigba getting a touchdown. Ask me why.
Why do you have Najigba getting a touchdown, Shanahan?
Because my friend Sam Darnold has the biggest incentive going into this week.
Really?
Yup.
Really? I'm going to put money on that incentive. What's the
You,
incentive?
the incentive for Sam Darnold is $500,000 to throw four touchdowns,
Ooh,
298
four
yards in the next two
tutties.
games. Next two games, Austin.
Okay,
Four
next two. Next
touchdowns.
two. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
four touchdowns, 298 yards, which means, and let me just rub this on you. Ready? This is all part of the same incentive. You got to make sure you know every detail. He is 0.3% off on his passer rating from achieving that passer ratio that he needs for the 500,000. So he has to be damn near
Okay.
perfect when he's throwing the
Okay,
ball.
so we could see a
No
lot of
deep throws.
screens
No
too.
deep throws today. I
Yep,
think
yep.
he's
No
doing
deep throws.
a lot of little gimmicky chip pass underneath throws.
Yep.
It could make them lose the game, quite honestly, the Seahawks, because I think Sam
It
Darnold
could,
is
it
thinking
could,
about his
because
family.
The Panthers have a good defense like that. Now,
But
here's my question: Do
but if
you
Sam
see
Darnold throws that
Charbonnet?
incentive,
Do you see
yes,
Charbonnet or Walker going off with
yes,
that
that's where I'm
being
getting
said?
at. I think the
Okay.
Panthers know about that incentive as well. So You can't just shy from $500,000 and throw that under the belt. Players go for $250,000. This incentive's
Yeah,
huge. So, like you said, I see a lot of check down underneath. I see him taking a chance with whipping one to Jackson through the air, maybe once or twice once he gets that passing ratio to like 16 for 18.
I could definitely see that.
I can see him maybe whipping one or two for to try to get a touchdown. But yeah, I see them utilizing Jackson with like screen runs or jet sweep runs and fucking whatever. But I think Jackson gets the touchdown somehow. But the reason I took Jackson, to reiterate, if Sam Darnold needs four fucking passing touchdowns and he's their best fucking
Uh,
receiver, god damn it, give me one of them. You know?
Honestly,
Like, holy
facts,
shit. And then
facts.
I got Sam Darnold throwing for 150 passing yards today. Now, you may be able
Ooh,
to see where I got
yes.
that. Where did I get that math from? I divided. I took
Well,
150 plus 150 is what, Austin? 300. He needs
three.
298 to reach his goal over the next 2 days. I took the exact 50% split today.
Yep, that is very
So,
smart. Because
yep,
I could see him hitting
he's
175
struggling.
throwing and maybe three tuds in the air or like something like that, like small passing yards but big tutty numbers, or the other way around. He could throw 300 and have no tuds.
Yep.
We never know.
Yep. Then the next one I got here, that's it for that game line. So
Okay,
I'm gonna go over those two lines again real quick that we have going so far. We got Bucky for a touchdown, Devon Achane 50 yards rushing receiving, Bucky for 40 yards rushing receiving. Tampa Bay money line, we got Seattle Seahawks money line, Rico Dowdle touchdown, Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown, with Sam Darnold throwing 150 yards and Rico Dowdle going 40 yards rushing or receiving. The next thing
nice,
we got,
nice.
we're going over to the Bengals game, and we are
Ooh,
going to
ooh.
take Mr. Chase Brown for 40 yards rushing or receiving. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go with T. Higgins for 20 yards receiving, and then we are going to leave that game. I think that game's a trap.
Smart,
I think
smart,
Arizona could
very smart.
Arizona could win that game, and I wouldn't bet Arizona just so you guys understand me. Arizona's the worst team in the NFL, but I just wouldn't bet
Yep.
that game. Um, Going on to the next game, this is probably the most exciting game of the night, quite frankly. Chicago Bears versus the 49ers. A
Yes.
lot of implications going on with what's going to happen with the league. I have to throw this on the air because it's funny. Mr. Frick has showed me multiple times that he doesn't know what's going on with football, and he thought they were the number one seed after the Packers lost last night. And I'm like, where the fuck are you getting your math, dude? I'm like, I really don't know what porn sites you're on when you're watching football, but anyways,
It's called fantasyporn.com.
something. Anyways, getting over to the line, just to manipulate Mr. Frick Boy today. I have a big fat jumbo line going for the 49ers, obviously, but I'm not even gonna talk about that line because that's kind of like my sexy jutsu secret, and I'll talk about that one next week if we get there. Um, so for this
We'll be
line,
doing a little bit more than talking if we get there next week.
yeah, it'll be a little bit more than talking if we get there. If the 49ers win tonight, oh no, I'm not gonna be happy as a Rams fan, but is Daddy gonna be happy in his wallet? Let's just put it that way. So for this game, for the manipulation side of things, for my little $5 jutsu, we got the Chicago Bears winning today. That was a good old
Yes.
plus one
Yes.
176 line. It was too enticing. This is all with the same line that we're talking about right now that we started
Damn, you
with.
got it at 176.
Yes, I got it at sexy. I got it
Dropped
before the.
16
Yes,
points.
dude, I
Nice,
dropped it
dude.
before the Packers fucking dropped their salad last night. That's what happened.
Nice.
Um, so now for this game, I got Christian McCaffrey going 70 yards rushing and receiving. I'd love to see that fucking cuck break his leg today. Um, got him going.
Which it's due.
Yes, I got him going 70 yards rushing and receiving. I got DeAndre Swift going 40 yards rushing and receiving. He's gonna go as hard as he can today. That boy will. I've watched
Yes,
him
he
all
will.
year.
I think he goes off, dude.
Yes.
He could have a Derrick Henry game tonight. He
Yep.
could.
I've watched him all year. I think Swift is he's bigger than I thought. I honestly thought he was a little bit tinier, like he was with the Eagles. He's bulked up, dude. He's become a little bit more of a bowling ball lately, which is kind of interesting. He's not that little thin running back like I remembered him. Just to add on a little bit more to DeAndre Swift, if you look at his weight dynamics, he's becoming almost a fucking Todd Gurley on wheels.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, he's a really great addition for whoever gets him if the Bears pass him up this year.
yep. So the next one I have for this line, we're going with Brock Purdy throwing for 175 yards. You may want to ask me why I took that.
What's his incentive?
It's not what his incentives are. Think about it. It's what everyone else's incentives are around him. Juwan Jennings gets incentives for scoring touchdowns today. Kittle gets incentives. Don't even know what. You know what? I got the shit in front of me actually. Um,
Yeah, we got all the time in the world. State these
let's
incentives
see
for the
here.
fans.
So actually, I take that back. The San Francisco game has very little going on, so I'll go ahead and feed you here with what I see. The only thing I see for that game that I wasn't able to take this line, but oh my God, would I add this in? Um, it wasn't available yesterday to reiterate. The thing I'd take for this line, I'd take obviously 175 yards to the air for Brock Purdy. I think they have a very dynamic. I think their wide receivers are coming back, Jennings and all of them. They're gonna be able to put up those numbers. Um, the person with the incentive today for the 49ers that I did not get a chance to bet on, his name is Kendrick Bourne, and he's due for $750,000, and it's something really small. Um, I'm trying to find it.
And while he's looking at that, I will add this in. I've bet on Bourne a few times this year. He's a name that has amazing plus odds if you do like
Oh yeah.
prop betting, certain props. So that is a very solid name to look at for his prop lines.
So I think I found him.
That
Here,
will
here we go. So
meet.
For Bourne, it says that Bourne is blah blah blah. Bourne has earned $500,000 from his incentives crossing 500 yards. Bourne can earn another $250,000 if he crosses the 600-yard mark. He is currently at 526 yard and can earn an additional $500,000 for crossing the 45 reception mark. And um, he's currently at 36 receptions. So Bourne is going to be heavily targeted today. He could be a receiver bet line. You could bet him an alternative low receiver bet line. You could bet him maybe 25 fucking yards today even. And I feel like he will probably most likely get that for you. I bet Brock Purdy specifically, just so you know. If you guys want to leave Brock Purdy off, do it. And just take Bourne instead. I picked Brock Purdy because I could not take Bourne. And I was like, you know what? We're going to take Mr. Purdy because he has to throw it to Bourne, he has to throw it to Jennings, he has to throw it to Kittle, and he has to throw it to Christian McCaffrey. And to me, that adds up to 175. Me personally, um,
Respected.
yep. And then going on to the next game, can never shade my boys. It's always blue, 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 blue. The Rams win tomorrow, and Kyrene Williams goes for 40 yards rushing and receiving.
I'm 100% on that train on the win.
That's it. No
Um,
Puka. Leave Puka out your mouth. Let Puka just cook. If you want the Rams
I
to
think
win,
tomorrow is going to be a trap game,
yeah,
but the Rams definitely get the win.
Rams
I
have
think
to.
tomorrow the Falcons are going to be presented a lot better than what they actually are, but it's going to be last 5 minutes of the game. The real team shows who the real team is, and that's going to be the Rams for
Yep.
sure.
Ne-
Vegas is going to manipulate one through first through the third quarter for
Next
sure.
game I got on here, and it's just because with every door that opens, there's always one that loves to be slammed, and I think this one gets slammed today. Pittsburgh Steelers lays down the Ravens nighty night.
Who?
The
Didn't the
Pittsburgh,
Ravens play last night?
yes sir. Do you not understand what I just said? Pittsburgh
Oh yeah, my
Steelers,
bad.
they win
It took a
today.
second.
Nighty night Ravens. You don't control your own destiny. If the Pittsburgh Steelers win, there isn't no fucking I'm alive next week. It's you're dead, bitch. So
It's they're
Pittsburgh,
gunning for him.
Pittsburgh's in a situation to where if you want that money line, I'd say go for it. That could also be a trap game. We like using that word a lot, but this one could also be a trap game. But the reason I say that I don't think the trap is going to exist in Cleveland is because they took Sherrod out of it. So you take Sherrod out of the trap, I don't think Cleveland's. They're not trying to win. Yeah, they're not trying to.
Shador, my
Yeah, sorry.
Shador.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you're good.
they're not trying to win without their without their quarterback. I'm sorry. You take Tom Brady out of a game, and I'm not comparing the two, but you take Tom Brady out of a game and you tell me the Patriots were the Patriots, and I'd look at you and say no. So
Exactly.
going to my soccer
Unless that
lines.
backup is Drake May,
Yep.
no.
So going to my soccer lines, we got one, two, three, four, five, six. We got six soccer
Ooh, can I
games.
ask you something before soccer
Yes.
concerning football? Okay,
Yes.
there's two games I want your opinion on, even though you may not have bet on them.
Throw
What is
'em.
your opinion on the Jaguars and the Colts game? That
I
could
like the
be
Jags. I think the Colts are very
okay.
depressed. I think they might be trying to play with a little bit of like fuck, we lost out from 7-1 and this is embarrassing, but I doubt it. I think they crashed so hard, dude. They were 7-1 at the beginning of the year, the Colts were. They took the biggest
They were
depression. Yeah, the biggest depression that any fan base can take, and that's watch your team absolutely get crumbled from 7-1 to just whatever the fuck they are now, inexistent. So
hmm
I think the Colts are
and
banged up. I think the Colts. Mm, I think Jonathan Taylor shows up today, but I don't think Jonathan Taylor has been showing what Jonathan Taylor had all previous 14
exactly.
weeks. I think he's fizzling, quite frankly. And it
He's
just.
he's he's kind of shit the bed the past 2 weeks.
No, I wouldn't call it shit the bed. I think his agent had a sit down with him and was like,
This Asian one's like, listen,
he's like, hey,
we're not
bud.
making the playoffs.
Well, no, it was more than that, Austin. I think he had a sit down with him and he's like, hey, bud. You have to put up three more touchdowns and four more games, three more games, multi touchdowns to even take Matthew Stafford's MVP. He's like, what are you really doing? Let's be honest.
hmm
You're not going to take MVP from the fucking quarterbacks, so why would you break your leg when your family needs you to feed them next year? I think Jonathan Taylor's slowly shutting his body down, but he's not telling the public he is. I think he's putting up 60, 70-yard games, which for him, that's doggy poop. So I think Jonathan Taylor cooks, does what he needs to do, but I think he fashionably lets the Colts lose by more than 10 points. I think Pittsburgh runs away with this. I think Pittsburgh honestly doesn't even throw the ball today. I think they just jammed the fuck out of their run game. The two-headed dogs just slammed the fuck out of them.
Gainwell and Warren,
Yep, it's gonna be
crazy. Yeah,
non-stop, dude. It's
and
just gonna be pound, 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 and you're gonna be like Aaron Rodgers.
you're like, what?
Yeah,
Who's he?
Aaron Rodgers
And then
is.
the last one, dude, and the
Yep,
line's going up, dude. It just went up
yep.
by
Quick, quick.
10.
What's that? Pittsburgh.
Eagles and Bills. Eagles plus
Mm,
130
you're
right
not
now,
you're
dude.
not you're not gonna like this, Austin. I
I'll
think the
go ahead, just
script.
spit it.
I know you've already heard. I think the script is pushing for the Bills. Here's why.
I respect that.
Here's why. Every game this year, and this is what you're not gonna like to hear, but this is what I've seen all year. If you want to bet an underdog, you've like taking this team all year. I'm not betting this, just for note for the podcast. If you want to take the Jets today over the Patriots, I could totally see something crazy happening today.
Really,
Yes, dude. Look at
really.
the line. Patriots are negative
Why?
12,000, dude. They're negative
Okay.
12,000 for their money
I've
line.
bet the Jets dog the past 4 or 5 weeks on a lot of parlays, and I've lost only because of the Jets.
Sure,
And I've kind of blacklisted them.
sure.
Oh,
But that's
fuck.
all.
I
That's
might
all.
throw
Listen, the reason
10
I'm
down
saying
to win 75.
yes, the reason I'm even saying the Jets, I feel like the Patriots struggle, dude, and I feel like they somehow lose the game they shouldn't. Because hear me out. The Patriots win today, they win their division, and the Bills lose the division. The Bills are one. The
Interesting.
Bills, hear me out, homie. The Bills are one game. The
Interesting.
Bills are one game behind the Patriots.
You should have
What?
started podcast with that, dude. That's
What?
juicy. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
dude.
I
So
want I want to pick it a little further. So you have the Jets as the biggest upset. What is your
yes,
two other biggest upsets
I,
that you
I
may
got
not
I
even
got
have bet
nothing,
on?
dude.
I
I
need
just have
two
Jets.
other
I just
upsets,
have
dude.
Jets this week for upsets. If you want another
Okay,
upset, the
I can build on
Bears,
that.
dude. The Bears. I have the Bears in there
Yep.
too.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
your second upset. I
Okay.
don't know about a third though.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. And then I can build on that.
well, you know what? I'll give you a third. You ready for this? You're not gonna like this name either because
Yes.
they're on the Jets caliber. Multiple Dolphins have incentives hanging on team performance. In their incentives, the Dolphins regularly have clauses to tie them to team performance that typically require the team to be in the top 20 points scored offense or points allowed in defense. The Dolphins are currently ranked 22nd in both metrics. Two players named Bradley Chubb and something else are players that have achievable incentives in the top 20 metrics. Blah 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 blah. It's a bunch of players on defense trying to sack the piss out of the fucking
Ooh, I wonder.
out
Okay,
of
okay.
Bucky. So Miami could be the
That's
upset
crazy.
today. Two.
So if you parlay Miami, Bears, and Jets,
Mm-hmm.
$10 is 675.
Okay.
Or $5 is half that.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna do that,
I'm
dude.
not going to do that, but
I'm gonna
I'm
do
just
that.
telling you the reason I feel like the Jets could win today is because the NFL would love to have the Bills have a shining chance to be the champs the final week. And how suiting would that be for Josh Allen, the
That
NFL? They'd
that
be hard.
sounds like some script, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And Bradley Chubb right now is plus 130 for a sack.
It's because his
Chop
incentives,
Robinson
dude.
is plus 182.
Here's the other guy.
Yep.
Ready? Ififu Malifiu is the other guy. He's 2 interceptions away from his incentive. He's at 1 interception. So if you bet him maybe 1 interception, like he's dying to try to get a pick today, along with a sack. He's trying to get 2 more sacks and at least 2 more picks. So he's trying super hard today too.
Okay. For Miami?
Yep. Miami has a lot of people, dude. Multiple.
Yeah, they don't even have him on the list, so he's definitely getting his thing today.
Yeah, don't you love when I think that should be illegal. I don't think FanDuel should get the
That should be,
option.
dude.
They shouldn't get
That
the
should
option.
be.
When you are
Because
a
if he
sports
has
gambler,
incentives and he's not even on a plus, like they have somebody called Jack Jones to get an interception for plus 650,
yeah,
but the
dude.
one dude's not. So
But
yeah, he's
hold on
getting
real
one
quick,
today.
not to cut you off because we got a little tangent off with the
Oh yeah, we
underdogs.
did.
So I'm going to my soccer lines because this is still part of the same line. By the way, just for the record, I did not bet the Buffalo Bills against the
Dude,
Eagles.
they have him for a defensive anytime touchdown plus 8,000.
I don't know, dude. That's defensive. That's not what his incentive says. That's why. They didn't tell him
Okay,
to. His
okay.
incentive didn't tell him to go get a defensive touchdown. His incentive told him to go
Okay, the only
sack
reason I
somebody.
said that, I didn't know if any red flags would pop up for you.
No, that's
Okay,
I don't. His
okay,
incentive does not tell him to score the ball. That would just be luck. That'd be pure luck. Um,
okay.
so going to soccer. These are Monday soccer games, just so everyone's clear. We're going to English 1 in the Championship League. So I'm only playing from 2 soccer leagues this Monday, and this is corresponding with my Rams game because the Rams game's Monday night. So the first game I got is I believe it's in the Champions. I think it's in the Champions. I can't really remember right now, and it's not a big deal. I'll just say the names. I got Coventry and Ipswich. I got them both winning. So I got a win-win. They're both one team's the top of the mountain. They're in first place. One team is in the top four, and they're fighting to stay within a playoff berth in the top six. So I see this game being very violent soccer game. Someone's gonna score and win 2-1 or 1-0. It's gonna be just ugly. That's Monday at 12 o'clock. My next Monday game, I got Stockport and Doncaster. I got a win-win on that game, and that game is at 1:45. That's in the English one. The last 4 soccer games I have to make this out, I got Luton win or draw against Leighton Orient. So Luton win draw negative 500. The next game I have is I got Millwall and Bristol both as a win-win at negative 300. Last 2 lines I got here, I got Leicester on a win draw. They just lost last week, and they're desperate to try to stay in the middle of the pack for the soccer division so that they're not risking elimination brackets down the road here into the new year. Last game I got is Bolton win or draw over Manfield. $5 for all of everything I just said. $5 for $5,477. And
Damn.
that is my line for that one. So, did you cook anything up?
Okay. That's solid. That is solid. I am cooking right now pretty heavy. What I'm FanDuel's not going to let me do this even for a 50-cent bet if that tells you what the odds are. Um There's one. I'm gonna start it off with my unicorn bet. So there's one right now from watching last night's game that just kind of made me intrigued because Derrick Henry didn't really have to. He didn't have that many scoring touchdown incentives in my uh to
Oh, he
my
went off.
knowledge,
Yeah.
and he went off. Okay, every time someone goes off on a Thursday night or an off.
You cut out, homie. I don't know what happened to you. Your mic died, I think. No, he's good. He can hear me. Your mic kaplooped. Can't hear nothing.
Hello.
Kind of are coming back. You sounded robotic. Hello?
Hello.
Now I hear you. What up?
Well, we just lost power, and my phone's at 10%. The
Uh-oh.
weather's getting bad here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this short and sweet, guys. I'm gonna have to cut this a little short, unfortunately.
The weather's that
My
bad?
bet.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, we just lost power.
Austin has lost power, I
The
guess.
whole this one left or blocked it. I'm looking out the street
Yeah, I'm about to go take my Grinch
or
down
looking
here.
at my window. Oh boy.
I guess it's
Yeah,
pure
you guys might
pitch
want to get all
black
that
in
stuff. It's
Tremont.
lightning. But hey, guys, really quick, I have Bryce Hall 3 touchdowns
He's
today. I
doing
have
fine.
Devon Achane 3 touchdowns today. I have Saquon Barkley 3 touchdowns today. I have DeAndre Swift 3 touchdowns today. 50 cents, 1.5 million. I'm gonna be on the beat tomorrow, guys.
Alright, yeah, I can barely hear you, dude. But we'll catch you later, I guess. But be
All right, we'll
safe.
catch you guys later.
Alright, see ya. Guys, we're going to cut this
See you.
podcast
All right,
short
see you.
this week since fantasy's over. We'll talk more about our Fanduel lines this next week. But happy to have you guys, and we'll see you on episode 8 next week.